All right. I think we're live now. Although I don't see the live stream. Ah, there it is. Although I don't see the live stream. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is just going to be a quick video. Um, some of you may know I'm one of the mods, or pretty much the only mod right now for the mewing subreddit. So it's not in a good state, but we have a problem and I'm trying to get it situated. That problem being that the official mods, or the main mods, which is this guy right here, he hasn't been active, neither has the other mod. And I'm not a mod that has full access to the subreddit. So this is me just trying to keep this subreddit sane and from going crazy. So this is pretty much what I do every time I get the chance to log into Reddit. And these type of posts right here, I don't like them. I don't think the community likes these posts, because for the simple reason that they don't contribute anything helpful to the community, and it's pretty much asking an obvious question: do I still have a chance? That's something that's up to you if you have a chance. That's not up to the people. Honestly, don't ask these questions. They'll just get deleted. So this is another thing that's wrong here. What's wrong with my jawline? Honestly, this is a repetitive inquiry. You can simply just look online, do a little bit of research yourself, and find out what's wrong with your jawline. All of these type of posts get posted many times a day. It gets kind of annoying having to delete about 5 to 10 of these posts every day, and that's not including all the other ones. I've already pretty much answered this one here.
Jawbone or your maxilla. This bone has a direct influence on the position of your jaw and your eye sockets. So if it were to be turned, let's say, to the right and down on the left, then that would be represented likely within your face. If your upper jaw was turned to the right, then your lower jaw would look like it has the relative appearance of being off to the left. There isn't one magical exercise you can do that's going to fix all of this, but here's one thing you can do to influence the position of your jaw, and byproduct of that, also your sphenoid. Lay on your back with a neck support that allows your chin to be directly, passively pointed up at the ceiling.
So it just gives like some weird exercise to do. Just push on your chin one side. That's not really gonna fix the cause of the issue. It's just a symptom. So the cause of the issue here is, if you notice on anybody with asymmetry, there's these differences in the muscular area around the shoulders. As you notice, this part right here is lower than this part, therefore this eye is lower. So if you notice that pattern, it happens to almost, and you can see it to almost everybody who posts repetitive things about their asymmetry. Just look at your shoulders, look at the post I made about asymmetry, and go from there. These posts right here are not helpful at all. I don't like them. Please don't post this stuff. I really don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what's going on with the subreddit. It's not in a good state. So here's the thing about the before and afters. This, look at this angle and then look at this angle. Look at the lighting and then look at the lighting. This is not at all a good before and after. It's not even an acceptable before and after. This is also another repetitive post. I'm going to remove it, but I'll just go ahead and answer it right here. Yes, you can achieve hollow cheeks and a sharp jawline. It doesn't look that bad anyway. Just do a little bit of chewing and don't use your buccinator muscles. Simple as that. Right, exactly. So there's no before picture for this. I don't like these. I don't like these things that come from. I don't like this. No. Okay, here's a good one. I've had this insecurity for a while now. My chin curves upwards, and when I smile, it sticks out. I absolutely hate it, and most people say surgery, but I don't have the money for surgery. I am getting braces soon, and I don't know if that will change anything. I have an overbite. It completely covers my bottom teeth, so I don't know if it'll make a difference. Okay. So you have an overbite, and you have an overly protruding jaw. Overbite is mainly connected to, well, it's multifactorial, meaning that it's caused by lots of things. The main causes being a forward head posture, weak chewing muscles. However, it is kind of strange to see this specific pattern here of a exceedingly protruded chin. So one thing that I recommend for you is to simply just follow the mewing premise. A lot of people tend to overuse the muscles that protrude the chin. So here's a picture of a mentalis muscle. People with weak chins strain this muscle here. Now, this muscle is responsible for wrinkling your chin. And if you have habits that overly wrinkle it, especially closing your jaw by puckering your lower lip or rolling your lower lip, it will wrinkle this and it will keep it on a wrinkled state, which will slowly deteriorate the chin over time. So for people with weak chins, you want to not use that muscle by creating mentolabial fold. Now, I'm using images so that I can get like I can explain to you guys a little better what this means. So this here is a mentolabial fold. It's just a small little crease that's here, and this is caused, look at that, Mike Muse in here. So the depth of the mentolabial fold is connected to the protrusion of the chin point, which is also connected with how this lower lip is being used. And I wish I could give you guys more examples of this. I think Mike Mew has a very, very good video on this. I'm sorry, I have this as being, but too lazy to change it. Anyway, this is the video.
Chin assessment. Assessing the chin. There's a great variety of chin shapes.
So he speaks around here, and he doesn't explain it very well, but I'll try my best to explain it. So the depth of this correlates to the protrusion of this. It's connected, which is why if you see my transformation post, you can see that my chin is a little bit more protruded than it was before. That's because it started redeveloping, because I started using the lower lip properly by not overusing the mentalis muscle. So for people that have an overly protruded chin, I recommend checking your lip use to see if you're not overly scrunching them. Whenever you smile, you might overuse them a bit.
Or the protrusion of the lip, which is that point of going. This seems to be affected by 2 points. One point is the body of the mandible itself. Within the mandible, there's a nerve.
Here he explains something about the functional matrix theory. Pretty much there's a nerve that runs through here, and it connects to this part of the chin. Now, if the nerve is overstimulated by overusing the mentalis muscle,
down inside the
it
mandible,
will
and that nerve seems to
deteriorate the chin.
maintain the structure of the body of the mandible. Bone loss on the functional structures. So the functional structures that determine where the bone is. And the core body of the mandible is determined by the nerve that runs inside it. You look at someone who's not a bit around the nerve, determined by the function. Now, the chin tip is clearly influenced by that position of the nerve, so the body of the mandible. However, this can be modified. People that have relatively incompetent lips and swing the whole of the soft tissue up, in part by using the mentalis muscle, but there are various different mentalis muscle actions that you can exhibit. But if they do this action, where they do this,
notice right here, this is a very common thing. People with weak chins tend to overwork this area, so it wrinkles a bit, and they roll their lip out, and that's how they usually have their lips closed all the time. Now, people with overly protruded chins do the opposite, and they pull their lips back, which pull these teeth back, and these lips follow it, causing an over protrusion of the chin. And that's pretty much what you want to assess. Again, take this information with a bit of a grain of salt. I have not seen pictures of you at all. It would be helpful to see pictures of you and videos. That way I can see how you use or what habits you have that might cause your chin protrusion, if it's not some genetic thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This looks impressive, but his neck posture is almost the same. This does seem to be more of a change of body fat. I can see bigger masseter muscle though. I don't know what this is. What the hell is this? Well, where's your befores, man? Like, Jesus. Okay, any recommend? Okay, so look, this is what I hate about this community, right? About the whole mewing subreddit. You heard about mewing, and you know what it does, and you came into this subreddit asking what to do to make your jaw more visible in the mewing subreddit. You know the answer. Please, if you have any questions, do just a little bit of research. Your structure is perfectly fine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this crap. Just chew more, I guess. But stop posting this stuff. Again, so the thing with asymmetric faces is that it's connected a lot with shoulder. And you can see that this guy is tilting his head this way, and he has one shoulder here, one shoulder looks like it's he has his whole body tilted on a horizontal plane. It's rotated on a horizontal plane, and let me show you exactly what I mean. Oops. So here's an image here. Here we go. So here's an image. This is the horizontal plane. Now, I think this is a better image. Now, people tend to be rotated or have their shoulders rotated a little bit angled on this horizontal plane, not really changing much of the legs or anything, but their whole shoulders. And people tend to lean a little more. Let's say if this purple line, their shoulder tends to lean towards this purple line, for example. The whole structure, the whole facial structure is by default going to lean more towards that side as well. So whenever you see anything related to body posture, to asymmetry, just know that it's connected to your body posture and how symmetrical it is on a horizontal plane. So the more asymmetric it is, your body, the more asymmetric your body is on the horizontal plane or any plane, the more asymmetric it'll be in general. So just watch for that. I don't have the full image of this, so I can't really see. But this is a repetitive inquiry. You can pretty much just learn everything by coming into my post, my user, my profile, and simply going to my posts, scrolling down, and you will see my truth to asymmetry post that I made. It's a little old, I haven't updated it. This is from the Nootropics, but I have an older one. Here it is. Here's the original one, 489 upvotes. It's old, 3 years old, as a matter of fact, and pretty much explains what asymmetry is and what causes it. There's still a couple tweaks I need to do to it since information is changing. But this basically explains everything what I try to explain when I look at asymmetry posts. So all right, let's continue. Okay. There we go. Some good stuff. I've been for almost 4 months now and bought a pack of Felon gum towards the beginning. I chewed this regularly for about an hour at a time during the first 2 months, and then randomly my jaw started clicking whenever I would try again, and then it would click with other foods that weren't even hard. It still clicks now ever so often. There is no pain associated with the clicks. I just find it weird how people talking about chewing and how much it's helped their results, especially if I'm massacum, but for me it's made my jaw click. Somebody answered the question. So what's most probably going on here is that you developed a temporomandibular joint dysfunction, which is a TMD for short. Let me go ahead and give you a quick run-up of what it is. So, in the jaw, there is a joint called a TMJ, or the temporomandibular joint. It's connected right here. A lot of people tend to over-exercise their jaw, especially when they're starting new, when they're new people, newcomers to mewing, and they learn that, hey, you gotta chew more. So they over-exaggerate this to the point where it's unhealthy. You always have to listen to your body, and you always have to take things slow at the beginning when it comes to like any type of exercise in general, right? You never want to go to the gym weighing 100 pounds when you're 5'10" and start with doing, let's say, a squat with 345s on each side. You don't want to do that. You're gonna absolutely destroy yourself. This is what's happening right here. Look at this. I chewed regularly for about an hour at a time for 2 months. So you obviously overdid yourself, and you started straight with phallum. I have no idea how many pieces of phallum you took a day, but obviously it's not doing you any good. I recommend to stop chewing altogether and do tongue chewing. Start with tongue chewing first, and then you can slowly implement chewing and then slowly work your way up from there. I'm one of those people where chewing has actually benefited my TMD, and to the point where it's not really that bad anymore. There was a lot of clicking now. There's barely any clicking now. Here we go. Okay, that was going to be some troll post. Okay, where is the before? Where's the before? Oh, yeah, that's the before. This is the after. Oh, that's pretty good progress. Although, I would have to argue the lighting is a bit different. I might see some changes here on your lower jaw, on the masseter area. I could say extremely minimal eye area improvement, but I can't really say much from this lighting. Good job. Proud of you. Let's upvote that. You need help expeditiously. Alright, let's see what help you need. 23rd of August 2023. Before this, I've known about mewing ever since I was like 14, but never really got the hang of it until this month. I slowly learned about everything, but from this photo, it's very noticeable that I have a recessed chin and average, you're average, okay. Here, I started mewing better, but still placed my teeth wrongly and grinded them too. This was taken just now, and overall, I've accumulated so many info about mewing and looks maxing in general. Get away from looks maxing. I've gone to the .org rabbit hole. That's why I usually advise people to leave looks maxing in general. Don't be a part of that. It's pretty dangerous. I mean, although I do agree with some stuff, and that's the natural, regular stuff, and I don't even think that's considered looks maxing. That's just basic health improvement. I would also like to mention beforehand that it was a process to me fix it. And I also have had bad sleep schedule on both of these pictures. I still exercise most of the time and do resistance training. I know and do believe mewing works, and the progress rate is different for many people. I also tried thumb pulling, don't do that, and hard mewing, don't do that, which I think hard mewing caused my right jaw to have pain. I need help and I appreciate it. Okay. This is not a bad post. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to leave it up. So, like I said, as you guys may know, well, first of all, your body posture is a little bit messed up. But as I told you guys about when I tried to explain the whole mental labial fold thing and the chin muscle right here, as you can see, your lower lip is a little bit protruded, as well as your upper lip a bit. You might want to work on your lip use for your chin protrusion. I can see that it's just, there's no mental labial fold here at all. It just kind of curves back. What you want is a little bit of a fold like this, and that can be caused. So pretty much you're kind of doing this, what Mike Mew is doing here. And what you want is to use your lips so that there's a bit of a fold here. And that's going to slowly develop your bone. It is going to take a long time, but it will be worth it in the end. Also, I recommend moving your jaw a little bit forward because you do seem to have a bit of a overbite there. Get chewing as well. I don't really see your eye area, so I can't really recommend much from there as long as part the usual mewing stuff, but start with your body posture here. There might be asymmetry here as well. So start with your neck posture, body posture, shoulders, all that stuff. And you can work with the big picture stuff, which is your mewing thing. You don't want to start mewing if you have uneven posture. There's a lot of people that start hard mewing or chewing gum or doing all these extra stuff and they don't fix their body posture, which is causing their tongue to push unevenly on the palate. And if they don't fix their neck posture, it gets even worse, and asymmetry worsens as well. What the hell is this? Where's a... She's a gay. What the frick is this? I'm just kind of disappointed with this crap. I don't really use crap. I don't really use this crap. I don't use a desktop version, so I'm just gonna ban her on my phone real quick, and then we'll just continue, or him, whoever it is, honestly. Oh Lord. Alright, let's continue. Come on. Okay, is there any progress? It can pick is before mewing, by the way. This is about 5 months. 5 months of mewing, ICE. No changes. No changes at all, actually. Although it's really hard to tell because look at this. There's lighting coming from all the way back here. All of the lighting is on the back and the top of your head. This whole area is just a shadow, first of all. And in this picture, the light is coming from this area hitting your face, or more of one side of the face, this part being a shadow. You can't do that and expect to see any results, or expect me to see any results, or anyone, because this is almost frauding. You, there really needs to be some sort of thing here to, I don't know. I'll work on that later. Okay, asymmetry and mewing. I already tried to answer this question, but let's go ahead and see if we can find the pattern as I was telling you guys. I would like to correct the mouth and tongue posture to develop the adult mewing habits and the aesthetic look talked about in the orthotropics YouTube channel. I also have Invisalign with rubber bands to try to combat an overbite. Please, if you're going to get any orthodontic treatment for overbites, make sure that they are expansive, not retrusive, because you don't want to make it worse. A lot of treatments tend to make the palate even more narrow, which in return makes it more difficult for you to achieve any results. I'm just gonna ignore that one. Okay, so what's the information here? Are you gonna put in the description? No description. There is I don't there is no information on this. There is no time frame, there is nothing. Also, at least I can give him that the lighting is remotely similar, but that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have to delete it. Do you guys think mewing can get me to the second? Unhappy with recessed jaw. It's kind of hard to tell because I don't know. I don't see the back here. I don't see the back of your head. I don't see your neck. It's very important that you show your neck posture. You show shoulders, I guess, as well. All that information, because this, to me, this little lip area here as well tells me that you have a forward head posture. I'm not 100% sure though, because it's not really giving me much. Good God. So fix your posture, work on your tongue, Looks a little flat, but nose is pretty straight. You can also see a little bit of a brow ridge there. What I recommend is work on your tongue, strengthen it, work on your posture. If you have forward head posture, fix it immediately. That's pretty much it. I am not going to go to this cringe crap. Nope. Yeah, the freaking looks maxers and TikTok people TikTokers just freaking absolutely invaded this subreddit. And I really apologize if you are disappointed with the current state of the subreddit. Alright, Gua Sha. Let's see. Usually people see a lot of good results with Gua Sha. Jesus Christ. Okay, I could say it looks a little impressive. But what is with this lighting, man? Please. I can't really assess this thing. And these people just go, oh, nice transformation. Does nobody... I don't know, man. This lighting is not, it's not selling it to me. Best chewing gum, stronger gum, 100%. Am I still live, by the way? Yes, I am. I'm the only person watching. Mewing's really difficult, almost impossible for me. Alright, here we go. Some good stuff. Really good stuff. I can mew normally standing up, etc., but when I go to sleep, lay down and try to position... The battery's gonna die. When I try to position my lower jaw so that it's touching the front of the upper teeth, my jaw shakes uncontrollably, and when I try to fix it, it ends up just grinding against my upper teeth while it's shaking it back and forth. Got a little snoring strap device that will keep my jaw shut in position. Why would you try to position your lower jaw so that it is touching the front of your upper teeth? Do you have an overbite? I mean, it's important to give a lot of information when you're doing this type of pose. So, just honestly, look, I need to know if you have an overbite. I need to know if how you sleep, because this right here, when you say that you try to position your lower jaw so that it's touching the front of your upper teeth, why do you do that? Have you tried mewing without doing this? Because it's really hard to control your lower jaw when you are unconscious. Or yeah, pretty much. So I need to know all this type of information. Probably getting a consultation or something with me. Just turned 22. Is it worth doing? Very repetitive. Yes, it is. I need help with a project. Student. Okay. Student, country, have to work on investigation project, but that's worth about 10% of target high school. My project is about neo-facial development and how to fix people and their face and many other things, but that's besides the point. The only one thing I need is for someone who's been doing or wants to start mewing or other techniques such as having braces and privately share their before and after results. I'd also appreciate if you could provide basic information like how long you've been doing it and your experience, age, habits, among other things or tips you think you should include in the project. If you're interested and want to participate, reply here or message. Awesome. So this is like for some project. Is it for school? Oh, 10% in the entire grade. Good luck. Good luck with that, man. Nobody messaged. Nobody's messaged. Okay. All right. I love this stuff. I love this stuff so much. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my Discord invite so we can talk about this stuff. There's a lot of people on my Discord in which we share a lot of stuff, a lot of info, a bunch of new people, and we also have forums. So we're pretty much a lot of people here. Well, not a lot, but quite a handful of people here that are posting their journey and all that stuff. So if you want a lot of that information, you can go ahead and let me know. Yeah, I know it goes with the freaking hyphen on it. Look at that. I'm not a good typer. And here's a link to my Discord. Awesome. Good luck. Am I swallowing correctly while mewing? I don't know. I really don't know. I've mewed my whole life, but my jawline is still pretty small. I think I figured out tongue posture, but I heard swallowing is just as important. I swallow without moving my tongue, nor lips or cheeks. I purely use suction from the throat and always have. So as long as you're using only your tongue, no lips or cheeks or any other facial muscle used for expressions, you are completely fine. Just make sure you're using your tongue and you're not using your cheek muscles. So good luck with that. Okay, don't buy these. Please, guys, don't buy these. I don't know where. If you guys are gonna buy these, don't buy these from like AliExpress or some other cheap website because they're not really good. What you want to buy is either some better ones, and I usually recommend Chisel because they usually update them on a regular basis, and I think they're already on their third version, which is pretty neat. Either is correct. I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's correct. Please. How am I supposed to tell? I think it's like 40 millimeters. or 44 millimeters, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't done that much looking into like the whole thing, but yeah, good luck finding the answer to that. Narrow palate. Get braces. Not sure if I'm doing it right because the palate is narrow. Should I start mewing again after my braces come off? Alright, the first thing that we need to know is what bite do you have? And of course, importantly, what type of treatment? And one more thing, will there be extractions? A lot of orthodontists, well, usually I've talked to a lot of orthodontists before about extractions and all that crap, and I've gotten into arguments with them. And they tell me that I don't know anything. Oh, look at that, I got a comment. What the frick? Where's the comment? Mewing doesn't work. Who's the comment? Alright, I don't know. Oh, Matter's gonna die. I'm gonna charge it. I don't like these type of posts. They're not that. Just leave these for TikTok, please. Please, not here. Nice. All right. Just wanted to share my 1 month progress. Okay, that looks strange. So here's the thing about this sort of deal. Notice his neck area here. Notice his Adam's apple. Notice this muscle specifically. Notice this curve. Hold on, give me a sec. It's too loud. Okay, notice this area. Here, he's facing this way. Here, his body is facing this way, but his head is tilted that way. And that's called frauding. That's called angle manipulation. And that can get you banned. So just be careful with that. Is my palate narrow? And is there any problem in my teeth? Why is my nose bigger than my jaw? Oh God. Oh God. I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to fix this whole posture, man. Dude. I remember when I had this type of posture. Look at that. That's just grounds for extreme forward head posture right there, man. Also, your tongue must be extremely weak. and your jaw is asymmetrical, and I'll tell you exactly why it's asymmetrical. Look at this. Well, remember what we talked about? Shoulder low, shoulder high. Nose low, nose nostril high. Palate low, palate high. It's a pattern. Look at this curve here. Look at this curve here. It's kind of hard to see here, but notice how his overall jaw, his head is tilted in this direction, which is why it looks like this. Look at this eye tilted that direction. Eye is higher than this one. Always make sure that your body posture is fixed before you begin mewing. Please. You don't want to worsen your asymmetry. This guy's a degenerate. He needs help. And this shouldn't exist. Sleeping on the back. Please do. Okay, asymmetry. Hardly any. But ear lower, ear higher. Eye, generally tiny bit lower. Not that much of a difference. Nostril lower, nostril high. Lip generally pointed in this direction. Chin generally favoring more this area here. Also, shoulder. Kind of hard to tell with this whole thing, but the hoodie, the position, might also give it away. A lot of people with asymmetry tend to have the higher side where the hoodie's at. Don't know why that happens, but it's a thing that happens. Doesn't happen all the time, but also when they're wearing t-shirts, their overall fits like a crew neck or something. It's gonna be favoring more one side than the other when it comes to asymmetry as well. That's also something you should look for, and let's hope we find something like that here. So I don't want to click on that. Screw it. Please stop chewing. Had no jawline about 2 years ago. That's hard to believe. There's no way that's true. This looks like a delusion post or a little bit, I forgot how to say that word, but trying to call attention. Why can't I mew? Repeating songs with closed mouth. I think I tried to help this guy before. Yes, I did. You're doing it wrong. You're most definitely blocking your airway with your soft palate, not your tongue. So there's something really important here that people must understand. If you have this problem, I am not able to breathe because it feels like my tongue is blocking my throat or airway. So, and my tongue will rest at the top of my mouth. Look at this. Really, really, really important information. And if you made it this far, you are lucky. So this is the anatomy of a swallow. And this is a picture that I usually use. During a swallow, the bolus of food goes down. The airway is open. Right, oh, this is the airway right here. So the airway is open. This is where the food goes. Right, this little area right here. This is the airway. So you breathe, and the air comes to pretty much where this arrow goes through when you breathe. So when a lot of people start mewing and they hear that whole, oh, just swallow a whole bunch of times until there's a suction. That's only, I don't like that way of saying it. That's the way Mike Mew said it. And like I said, I don't really like the way Mike Mew explains things because it can cause a lot of confusion, especially if you're a teenager or it's just learning the concept of mewing. So bolus of food goes down. So you swallow. See this right here? The epiglottis, which is right here, will turn back completely and will block the airway. This is the larynx. It's going to block the airway here. The bolus of food is going to go down. But here is important. The soft palate will block the nasal cavity or the nose. That way no air can come in and the bolus of food won't spill out your nose. That's why when you laugh while you're swallowing at the same time, food or water or whatever you're drinking will tend to come out of your nose because you're laughing. You're releasing air from your nose. Bolus of food, boom, shoots out your nose. So that's what happens. When people mew, they swallow, 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 or whatever the whole concept is. I personally don't like doing that. That just pretty much just suction the tongue up. Just not that complicated. But people just swallow a bunch of times to get that suction. But they leave the soft palate closed. A lot of times that happens unconsciously. So what you have to do is just lower it a little bit down until you can start breathing. Your tongue doesn't reach all the way back here, guys. It doesn't go past your soft palate, or that far past your soft palate, right? It touches a bit of your soft palate. This is your hard palate here. This is the ridge. Here is where your soft palate ends. I mean, your hard palate ends. This gets really soft. And here is that little bump that you usually feel when the soft palate or the hard palate is not hard anymore, and it just goes past that. Your tongue doesn't go past that, guys. It just goes to here. So it's usually the sing position or the king position or whatever you do. Just pretty much say sing, and the ng position will be this part. It will be the back third. Simple as that. It's not that complicated. Don't block your airway like this. A lot of people tend to go too far back. Your tongue doesn't go that far back, but your soft palate does, and it blocks your airway. So just lower it. Your tongue doesn't go that far back. Understand that. And Mike Mew says that as well. This guy here explains it, but he explains it really wrong sometimes too, because he says, there's a lot of people saying, hey, I can't breathe while I'm mute, and he says, well, probably because your palate isn't wide enough. No, most of the time it's because you're blocking your airway with your soft palate. Simple as that. Okay. 2 years. Good luck. Good luck. Check this out. Rolled out lip. God's sake, man. Look at this. Lighting. Where is the sun hitting? Nowhere. He's covered on top of, he's inside a car. There's no light hitting his face anywhere. This whole area is just a shadow, right? Here. My bad. Here. Where's the sun hitting? Directly at his face. Hides this area. This little shadow. You can't really know any changes that happened if you have this overly exaggerated lighting differences, man. Please. I'm going to push the tongue on the roof of my mouth, but the under of my chin neck area comes out. It doesn't go in. Everybody keeps saying it's meant to be sucked in if you're doing it right, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so not many people know about this stuff. So every time mewing gets more popular, there's a bunch of these new issues that arise. Before, it was where the tip of the tongue should be. That was established. It's supposed to be on right behind your front teeth. Right behind your front teeth. On the papilla. Doesn't go behind that. It's on the papilla. That's where the tip of the tongue goes. Now it's this. So, this is super higher there, guys. And it's made up of a few muscles that will help on lifting up the tongue. Right? Right here. A lot of people push too hard. Flexes out these muscles a bit. That's not what we want. What we want is a good suction hold. Just a regular suction hold is everything we want. And these muscles here won't flex. So just do a quick suction hold, and if your posture is perfect, or if you're chin tucking, etc., you will feel that tongue strain, regardless if you're not using that much pressure. So just do a light suction hold, but strengthen your tongue every day. Eat food properly. Use your tongue more to when you're eating anything, right? It's really important that we strengthen the tongue, which is what actually causes change. You might be hard meal right now, but if you were to routinely strengthen your tongue a lot, in a few months' time, your tongue would be pretty strong, and it would help a lot with the expansion of the palate. So don't hard meal, don't push up on your palate, just suction hold. All right, 19 to 20. I think I'm just gonna do a few more, and then I'm gonna dip. Okay, notice sun hitting this side of his face. It's a little bit faded out because of the lighting, but we'll just see how it looks. Alright, I guess it's not that bad of a difference. The lighting seems reasonable, but the lighting here is hitting from the top down. This lighting here is hitting from the bottom straight to his lower jaw. Not that bad. Still hitting the same direction, the same side of the face. Yeah, I can see some improvement for sure. Right here, the ramus. But remember, guys. Well, actually no. He has this area flexed out a bit. Okay, this area is really flexed out. Jesus. I'm also looking at the position of his chin and the position of his nose. Look at that. What did we find? The position of his nose is way different. Why? Because he's tilting his head more towards this way. Here he was looking more that way, more towards that general direction. The nose was pointing this way. Here the nose is pointing more towards the camera. Shoulder difference. This one's low, this one's a little higher. Here, not that big of a difference on the shoulder area. Generally acceptable progress. I could say there is some progress, but you need to make sure that this whole posture lighting thing is fixed up, unless the results are so obvious that you can pretty much ignore the lighting. But this is not really one of those instances. But I can see a little bit of a change here where you're chewing. Lowered your body fat. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Condoning hard mewing. Lord have mercy. Okay, look at this. Wrinkled chin. Check this out. I want you, this is another important piece of information you want to pay attention to. Let's look at chin surgery pictures. All right. Now, what is what most of these people here have in common? Well, these aren't that bad, actually. Hold on. I'm just going to put recessed. I'm so stupid. Recessed chin. Okay. God, what's up with all these mewing crap? I was trying to look at some good stuff. Okay. Awesome. Here's some of them. What is something that this image here has in common with this image? Notice the bumps on the chin. As I've explained before, look at how this lower lip is rolled out. Look at how this lower lip is rolled out, right? It's a little bit of a pattern there, and it happens. It just tends to happen. So that's one image. Here's another one. Look at that. Wrinkly chin. Rolled out lower lip. See that? That's how this happens. Most people don't realize it. This one's not that bad. You could still see a mental labial fold, but I'm talking about the ones that really don't have a mental labial fold. I've already seen this image. That image has really bad lighting. Look at this one too. Wrinkled chin. So look at those patterns, people. Look at these patterns. This is what causes a recessed chin. This looks like a pretty, this is probably genetic, but there's no denying that there is chin muscle usage there that shouldn't be happening. So yeah. Oh God. Jesus. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I need to see more than this crap. I need to see like your body posture. This is not helping me at all. Body posture is really important. Now let's get the frick away from here. Okay. Good jawline, but how can I improve cheekbones and maxilla growth? Repetitive inquiry. Mew. Short ramus. Chew. I think I answered this too. Yeah. Start by reading this paper. Pretty important article. One of the most important mewing articles that there is. Human mandibular shape is associated with masticatory muscle force. Well, what do you know? What do we see here? Look at this. Small chewing muscle, short ramus. Big chewing muscle, long ramus. Females, same exact thing. So get chewing, guys. Alright, I think that's it for now. I think that went way too much, way too far, so I have to end it right here. Whoever comes upon this will be blessed with a lot of information. So to the people that will end up watching this pretty soon, good luck on your mewing journey. Also consider looking at my website, nootropics.com. A lot of useful information here, important articles, and here you also have access to consultations where I can help you out personally on a one-to-one level. Won't sell you anything at all except just pretty much my time with you guys, and that's pretty much it. So good luck on your moving journey. I'll be sure to do a little bit more of a cleanup if I have the time, and yeah, goodbye for now.